Husband and wife from Sioux Falls, who were on the latest Midwest Honor Flight, have a unique story to tell.
Leanne and Dean Murfield are Vietnam-era veterans. They both served at Camp Humphreys in South Korea 4 years apart, but they did not meet in the military.
The couple was part of Midwest Honor Flight's 28th mission and grateful to be honored for their service.
It's very humbling for me because I feel like I was happy and that I could be able to give back to my community and my country. So it's humbling to see how much people do appreciate that.
Dean also spent time at an orphanage while he was in South Korea, which inspired him and Leanne to adopt later in life.
The decision to close and consolidate Christ the King Elementary School in Sioux Falls will move ahead despite appeals from parents. According to a release, the board of directors voted to uphold the original decision to consolidate Christ the King during the 2025-26 school year.
The Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools also sent a statement saying this final decision was not made lightly. You can read the full statement on KELOLAND.com.
3 fire departments responded Saturday afternoon to a field fire north of Canton. Fire departments from Worthing, Harrisburg, and Canton all responded.
The National Weather Service said Sunday that the Grassland Fire Danger Index was high for southeastern South Dakota and central parts of the state, including Huron, Woonsocket, and Chamberlain.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt, hoping that fire danger helped a little bit by the rain yesterday.
Yeah, you know what? We can add to that, too. Later tonight, tomorrow, we are looking at showers that will come in from Nebraska. Rainfall amounts quarter. Some models suggesting we could see as much as a ½ inch, but we'll go between a quarter or third being a good average for the amount of rain that we can receive in southeastern KELOLAND. Let's go and show you the forecast for today. Temperatures will reach the 50s and 60s for afternoon highs. 60s in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND, 50s across western, central, and northern South Dakota. And Brian will have more details on that rain coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Minnehaha County is looking to gather feedback from the public with an online survey that will help shape the future of its downtown campus.
The Minnehaha County campus covers approximately 16 acres in downtown Sioux Falls, and now the county is planning for the future, and you can help with that online survey.
Oh, we haven't done one since probably the early 1990s, and some of the buildings are 130 years old.
The survey can be accessed through the county's homepage and will be available through October 31st. We provided a link under this story on KELOLAND.com.
People will gather in downtown Sioux Falls today for the Native American Day Parade.
Dale Chasing Hawk has been selected as this year's Grand Marshal. He's a school psychologist for the Sioux Falls School District. Chasing Hawk's passion for education stems from his time as a student in Vermilion.
Vermilion wasn't very diverse when I first moved there. So it was hard as a Native American student. You know, you realized you stood out. You were, different from your peers, but they never treated me differently. They always encouraged me, and they always made me feel special.
The parade begins at 11 o'clock this morning at 13th and Phillips in downtown Sioux Falls.
KELOLAND News will also have a live stream of the parade this morning beginning at 11. You can watch online at KELOLAND.com.
Marching bands across KELOLAND competed at this year's Youth in Music Marching Band Championships in Minneapolis on Saturday. 34 total bands competed across 4 classes. 8 of those were from across KELOLAND communities.
The Sioux Falls Lincoln Marching Band placed 2nd overall. Brandon Valley claimed 3rd, and Harrisburg finished 11th. Rosemount, Minnesota Marching Band won the competition.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last check of your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
Okay, after a pretty chilly start to the day, number-wise, we've had a lot of 30s actually out there this morning, and I do expect today we climb back to the low 60s. Sioux Falls forecasting about 63 this afternoon under a partly cloudy sky, but overall it looks like our trend will go back to some rain chances as we get into the forecast later on tonight. Here's a look at Futurecast, and these clouds are coming back into the scene. You can see that Sioux Falls and the East River counties, pretty good chance of showers actually later on tonight. And that'll continue to influence our weather tomorrow, even with some patches of showers. And as that runs through the clouds and you just add it all together, and it's not going to feel very warm tomorrow. We'll probably be stuck in the 40s in Watertown. Sioux Falls, we're still going to go with highs in the mid to upper 50s, but again, that depends on how much rain we can muster out of this pattern. Speaking of rain chances, there's a little more of that going into Wednesday with our warm front drifting northward, and it is going to warm up ahead of this low pressure system on Thursday. We're expecting a pretty healthy batch of 70s in the southeast. Meanwhile, that rain chance looks maybe a little stronger for western South Dakota as we progress into Thursday. So the rest of the week is still a bit active at times. We're going to keep analyzing that as we have a southwesterly flow in the jet stream, and that'll keep us busy at times. But today, I'm expecting mainly dry skies. 60 Brookings, 58 in Watertown. Let's plan on those showers coming up from the south tonight. So we're going to include that chance in pretty much all of our locations here to start off Tuesday morning. Look at this. Tomorrow, high at 50 Brookings, 49 in Sisseton. That's not a warm day, is it? And considering where we've been most of the fall, that'll get our attention. Some 70s returning on Wednesday, Thursday 78. And at this point, we're going to cool things down for the weekend, a little more closer to seasonable averages. And the chance of rain in Aberdeen, you can see it does go back up again on Thursday, as I just showed you there. There's some progression of the energy and the way that that system lays out. It could be a little wetter pattern for central and western South Dakota on Thursday. We are going to try to warm things up too on Thursday, even in Pierre to 74, but anticipate that there will be some wind and some cooler weather as we round out the week. Rapid City, low 60s right now, but some room to drop on those numbers too. Find out more details at KELOLAND.com.